Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It has been forever. How nice to see you. Yes, this is a roundtable talk on a Wednesday. I can't even keep track of what day it is because I've actually been out of country since February 8th. I've been gone a while. I'm a little disappointed that I'm not more tan. I was supposed to be back Sunday. I was going to have this video out Monday morning, but I've been in 3 days of travel hell. So you'll have to bear with me that I kind of missed out on all the patch information that happened, I guess, last night and this morning. So I've been busy. I've been trying to keep up. I'm kind of glad, actually. I'm kind of glad this didn't happen last week while I was out of country because I would have missed all of the good stuff. At least now I'm a little late, but I'm not that far behind. So this is going to be a roundtable talk. This is going to be my just kind of casual, what I think of the game, what's going on this week, what's going on last week, blah, 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 blah. So basically, the only thing that was going on last week that I missed was the Rosier event. It was kind of nice. I didn't have a whole lot to do while I was on holidays, which was perfect. I would get back to the room at night. I was in Mexico with my family in a all-inclusive, so I could get back to the room at night, log onto Wi-Fi, just do what I had to do in game. You know, I grind a little for the Rosier event, made sure I got all the goodies. It was all good, got all the goodies, and I didn't have to put too much time and effort into the game, which it was perfect timing because, oh boy, there's a freaking metric crap ton of stuff to do as of like this morning after the maintenance ended. So that's it. That's all. This is all that was going on last week. Last week was the settlement period for Clan Raid and Clan Wars. I did not plan my vacation around that, but it just lined up like that. So whatever happened in the game last week, that's it. That's really, really quick to discuss. Now, I didn't even read the patch notes. There's a lot going on as of now. So if you guys are watching this today, thank you. Thank you for tuning back in. There's just a crap ton. You can see, and I got to be careful with this. Clan War just started. Do not click register, which I can do. Do not click register. You have 4 days to move all your members. And this is it. Then you're locked in for the season. Because unless they've changed something, and I don't think they have, you are now, if you click that red button at the bottom of your screen, your guild is locked in. That roster that you have is locked in for another month. So I'm just going to go away from that. Okay, pressure off. So that started. We're in the first week, which is the registration. And then remember, it's 2 weeks of attack, and then another week of finalization, and then we're into the last season of the league. A league is 3 seasons. We just finished season 1 of Clan v Clan, which means the new season started today as well. Technically kind of last night, but since with the extended maintenance, it's really today. Today's day 1 of the season. Clan Raid up and rolling again. My guild is killing it. We got second overall in the world last season, and we're shooting for first this season. We got a lean, mean roster, and we're going for that top spot. So Clan Raid is kicked off. Forbidden Dungeon is broken. You notice this? Forbidden Dungeon is under maintenance. What the hell did you guys do to break Forbidden Dungeon? Because the start of the season, the first week, is always my favorite week because there's so much stuff to do. And you know what? If there was a Forbidden Dungeon, there might be too much stuff to do because since I cleared normal last season, now I can go straight into hard, and those ones are a slog. So I'm kind of glad because today I've been sitting at my office desk for like the last couple hours just catching up and doing the stuff that I had to do in game in order to start making videos. So Forbidden Dungeon is not started yet, even though looks like we're gonna miss out on a day of that. And then we got this new hero. I should probably come over here. There she is. Sorry I didn't get my first, my initial impression video out. I got home last night at 3 a.m, or today at 3 a.m. Got a couple hours rest, jumped into the game. So Charlotte, I've come to the conclusion, because remember when Vivian came? Vivian was one of the first new heroes. I were it, then Vivian. Everybody, she's trash, skip her. She's trash, skip her. I pulled 60, didn't get her on the 50-50, moved on. I was like, she's trash, don't got to worry about her, not pulling for her. Well, It turns out we can't really do that anymore because now you need her. Now you need her. She pairs really well with Charlotte here. Charlotte is I'm seeing a lot of conversation that she is garbage. Now it's still first impression, still early days, but I do like her kit. I do like her. Her paired with Lance, paired with Vivian. I think the next one's also going to be a Steed favor because, we got Merlin, right? So we got Lance, we got Charlotte, big old damage dealer, Lance a daughter, Vivian works around dots. We got Merlin, who's a good Steed favor, but what we really need is another good AoE daughter. Another good AoE daughter that isn't a rare. So I am disappointed. Although with the new banner, Vivian is in normal summons now. But the only way I'm going to get her is if I buy a selector. Which is what I had to do. I did last week while I was on vacation. I bought a selector and I did get Iwarit because don't do what I do. But the moral of the story that I was trying to get to you guys was that I don't think we can skip heroes anymore. I think it would really behoove you if you want to be competitive in the game. Free to play or minnow or dolphin or whale, it would behoove you to save up enough crystals and do your damnedest to try to get at least one copy of every new release hero. And I know the 50-50 is a horrible system. It should give you a copy after 60 or at least after 120. But it is what it is. It's what we got to work with. Do your best to try to get a single copy of every new hero on release because now we got a dungeon. We got new PvE content that they've given us in game that you need Vivian to beat, at least if you want to beat the upper levels. So I do like her. We'll talk about her briefly. I'll have a deep dive video coming out as well, so I don't want to harp on her too much. The dungeon, right? The dungeon. Okay, so we got this new dungeon. Lot going on. So make sure you go turn in your stuff here, even though I can't see a way to get to this shop. The shop seems to be gone for this event. So I know some people were hoarding these little packages here to open and to use in the store to get all your gold, which I got 32 million gold. That feels nice. This event was really nice for giving materials. It was really good. I'm going to have to say that Netmarble Kabam, I don't like how lazy it was. I don't like how you should make a whole new encounter for these types of events. It should have been us going against a super powered Rosie or a new boss, like even like a Forbidden Dungeon boss that needs the dots. And you just try to get as much damage as you can before he kills you with dot heroes, including Rosie. And you could use Nicholas, everyone too. And the higher you got, the more prizes you got, right? Highest you could push that event. That would have been fun. This was lazy, but the rewards were good, which seems to be how this game always operates. It's, the rewards are usually good, but the events are lazy, which is fine. I'm not going to harp on that too much. It's just a little point of contention for me. So that event has gone away. Gorgos, well, yeah, you know how these things run. Everybody's got so much gold. I'm not. I know the rewards are nice, right? But really, all I'm going to do is I'm going to get the top 10 tier rewards in here. And the chips fall where they may for where I rank right here. It is what it is, right? I'm not missing. I know it's really nice to get all 15 of these, but it is not worth the stamina that it would take to place first in this event. It's not. It's not worth it. So just get the rewards, move on. So we got this event, which is around the new dungeon that they added in the game. We'll talk about the new dungeon. Oh, how would you say this? Podarges? It doesn't roll off the tongue nice. I'm gonna call them porridge. Porridges. Even saying porridges is hard. So we'll just say the Harpy Sanctuary. So you see, I'm almost done. I can't get through floor 9 and 10. So, I got decent rewards. You got to grind the dungeon to get these rewards. And obviously, these one-time rewards, which these are Proof of Glory, which where do you use Proof of Glory? Where do you use those? You know what? You don't use those tokens. What am I talking about? Those tokens are just the points that go towards this, right? Right this. So if you just clear any one, you're going to get 100. Which means if I can't clear 9 or 10, and we're only 100 each, oof, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not even halfway through tier 10. So I would have to clear this another 400 times. Not 400 times, 210 times, something like that. Do I want to clear it 210 times? No, but I'll probably... I want these 10 dust, though. So, you know, if you clear this, that's what, another 10 grand. So, yeah, this is a tough dungeon, though. We'll talk about the dungeon, but this event's going on. This is a 2-week event, so you do have some time to get Vivian, which means I'm probably going to end up freaking buying a selector. I know. Clan activities event, that's just do your clan missions, your dailies. This also includes clan raid. You see clan solo missions in there, clan raid in there, all that stuff. That's just your typical stuff. This is just free goodies. You know, it ends up with 5 special summons, which isn't that big of a deal anymore. And then, you know, some of these crafting materials and some current or clan coinage currency. Stamina consumption event. This is just one of their regular, normal. They just throw it out there. You get all the free goodies. You see I've gotten all the free goodies already. It's free stuff. I'm not going to complain too much. And then we got Charlotte, and then the Charlotte dungeon event. So I'm going to make a separate video about this event. I want to talk about it briefly. I'm kind of going about it like I did. Who was it? It wasn't the last dungeon. Who was it? Who had the last one? Let me pull up my event tab right here. It was Ceres. Ceres had the last one of these. Now, basically how these are set up. If you guys have never been here, if you're just new to the game, how this event is set up is it's obviously made. You're not going to complete it without the main hero, although I did hear that you can use a somewhat free-to-play team to clear 10. So I will try to push that. But when I'm going to try that before I make the video. But usually how these are set up is they want you to use, say, like Charlotte, Vivian, and then Rosie, some of the bonus heroes. They want you to use this main hero to try to beat level 10. But I think it can be done. I'm going to look at, there's a couple screenshots I've seen floating around. I'm going to check those out and then come back, try it before I make a video on this. But this dungeon, you know, you do now want to run this dungeon a lot because the rewards are really, really good. Not the rewards in here. The rewards in here are really, really good because they've started giving you, obviously the rate up summons are really good. You know, the legendary tome chest is good. Legendary mastery stones is good, but you see the relics. Iwarit flame relic, which is best in slot for Iwarit, and Anya storm relic, which is best in slot for Anya. So they're just making good relics available for spending a lot of stamina. It does take a lot of stamina. I want to show you guys really quickly my team, which I will probably showcase in the video. But this was the team I was using to farm 9. Now, I farmed 9 a lot, until I had enough currency to get those 2 relics. But this was the team that did it very, very, very easily. Basically, you just want to dot up everything, and then you use Charlotte to do the damage. And I know if you don't have Charlotte, you could probably use another damage healer, and if you don't have Nika, you could probably use a healer like Gwet or Jillian. But if you don't have Charlotte, obviously she gives the 100% point bonus. It's going to take you a lot more stamina to get those goodies, but you really do. Now, I used to say skip it, it's a trap, because in the past, the rewards weren't that great, but now the rewards are really, really good. Really, really good. I'm sure there's people pissed off. Oh, Loki, if you're watching this, I know I watched you go for Iwarit Flame, and it was painful to watch, brother. And all I did was spend some stamina to get it. So, all those, you know how they're selling all those relic summon packs? Kind of useless, really. Kind of useless if they're going to keep putting them in these events. The good ones in these events. So, oof. All right. Let's talk about that dungeon now. Well, first of all, let's go to Colosseum, because they've made some changes. So I didn't have enough time to play well, I guess we'll talk about PvP right now. I didn't have any time to play PvP. As such, since I left like on the 8th, which was like last Saturday, like 2 Saturdays ago, I obviously didn't play a lot, dropped in the rankings. Oh, another week went by, dropped in the rankings. So at least I'm still in Master. So I'm going to have to farm lots and lots and lots to get back up to Master 1. But they've made some changes, and let's see if I can figure out where it is. Is it top rankings? I think it's top rankings. There's some kind of new... There's a new... Let's see. Seasons? Is it season rankings? I thought that... Oh, yeah, here we go. Right here. See these? So it's not just Master. Master 1. And then, if you're in the top 100... you get even more goodies. So from Master 1, you get one extra special summon, a little bit of currency. That's not that bad. But if you want these like special like portraits, to prove how big your PvP is, then you got to get in the top 10. Top 10. And look at, there's more crystal rewards. These are one-time rewards. But you start getting up here now, player 1, there is a big incentive for to be first in arena, because you're going to get 10 versus the 5. Because before, everyone that could get up to just even Master 1 through 5, really you lost out on some currency by being in Master 5 versus Master 1, but you still got the same amount of legendary memory stones at the end of the season, which is a week long. So now they're just really incentivizing being first through 100, well, first through 10 in arena. Plus, then you get this wicked little, this nice little sword shield banner thingy. So let's see who's first right now. I hope it's my boy. I hope it's my boy. It's my boy. I would really wish they would show the guild he's in, because he's in my guild. And then let's see, Joker, he's in Celestials. You can see the banners, but you can't see the guild. I know Joker's is in Celestials 1. Captain's in Celestials Grail, which is my clan. Do I recognize the name? Sinister, he's in Celestials 1. Obviously, this white, this little griffin, white on black on white, or black on white, that's Manu. These are all Celestials 1 guys. So, those are the big dogs. Those are the I can't keep up with their credit card guys. So, that's the change they made to Arena. Kind of nice. I like the fact that they're expanding on it. We didn't need it. It's just one other thing they decided to expand on in this game, which is good. I'm not going to talk about packs. There's a whole lot of packs. If you spend, you're going to know about them already. Go spend. There is some decent ones in here. I finally got the 22,000 crystals for, let's see, what was it? It was basically 150 10 pulls for $70. And I jumped all over that like a little fat boy on cake. And that's how I have, 22,000 crystals after getting Charlotte and my Anya maxed. We'll talk about that when we talk about my roster. But I like that kind of deal. That's a lot. 150 pulls for $70. Okay, well, I guess we're talking about packs. Because look here's a summoning pack, right? Summon Master. Oh, that's what you get if you beat the dungeon. But okay, Summon Master 3. What, $60? For 25 of these, that's 2.5 pulls. Like this. Sorry, I'm waving my hand at the screen. This is garbage when I can just spend $70 and get 150 10 pulls. Like this, why? That's 4 pulls for 30. And I'm talking about packs now, but it was buried way at the back, way at the back. You see, I got 41 frickin' pop-ups. It was buried like way back here. Let's see if we can find. There we go. So that's package 4, package 2, package 3, because I bought package 1, which is gone. That's trash. Again, I'm pointing at the screen. So let's look at number 2. So this is the next highest. No. Is 4 the next highest? Yeah, 4. So even this is not bad. 8,000 crystals, which, for 30. That's basically, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 10 pulls. Almost 6 10 pulls for $30. So those are good deals. I hope they keep pushing those out, especially around when heroes are launched, because I'll look that up. That's an easy way for me as a spender. I'm not advocating spending. That's a good way for me as a spender to ensure that I get the hero instead of being like Iwarites, where then I had to get a selector and get the hero. So I like those. You know, spenders are going to like those. Spenders are going to buy those because that gives lots of crystals. They can do all the things that they can do with crystals. What else is new? See, there's a lot going on now. There's a lot going on. Let's talk about the new dungeon. All right. Porage's Sanctuary. This is the harpy that's at the floor 100 of Forbidden Dungeon normal. But now we got 3 new gear sets. So we can just kind of click on this. Let's talk about the gear sets. We got new gear sets in game doing new things. Prevention set. So that's a 4-piece. So a 100% chance to decrease the attacker's vigor by 1 when hit, cooldown 2 turns. Is that good? Is that good? Obviously that's vigor. You know, I run my lot in a speed set. Does he need a speed set? No, you run him in the speed set because you want him to do all the things he does through vigor control on both sides of the field. Right? So someone like Lot would be perfect for a prevention set instead of a speed set. Because then he's just further controlling vigor on your opponents. That's what comes off the top of my head. I could make a whole video on this. Safeguard set. It's a 2-piece set, okay, and it's a shield. It's based on attack. So, you know what that screams to me? That screams someone like Sigrun, right? That screams to me someone like maybe Guinevere, but Guinevere's got the shield at the beginning of the battle. That's screaming taunting tanks. Boars. That's if we get like a true tank, because Sigrun and Guinevere are pseudo tanks. Sigrun can taunt, but we don't use her to taunt. That's not her primary function, right? She's mark. She does all the mark shenanigans and stuff like that. But if the next hero we get is a true taunting tank, Safeguard set's going to be excellent for him. But it's only at the start of battle, and then you kind of lose the effect of the set. So we're going to have to figure that out once we get a tank. Because right now, other than maybe a Sigrun, does she need that? Does she need it? Not really. But she could. You know, because when do you need a shield? Shield is nice for, say, clan v clan, right? PvP, if you still run, you still see a lot of Guinevere's in PvP. Maybe someone like Turin, if you're running a Turin evasion team, now she's got a bunch of shield at the start. She's harder to kill. Maybe someone like Anya, because people like to nuke Anya at the beginning of a battle. Now she's a little bit harder to kill, especially since in PvP she's going to have a lot of attack. Now she's going to have a big old shield on her, a big old meat shield on her, 250% of attack. So Safeguard set seems like a good offset for PvP, right? Give your team a little bit of survivability so they can get going. Now Ascension set. Attack 50%. 50. Comes with the downside, though. When using a skill, inflict damage on self to 10% of max HP. 10% max HP is not a whole lot. And that is a lot of attack. That is going to be 50% attack, 50%. I think an attack set is what, 15? 15? An attack set is 30. Okay, attack set is 30. That's 50. It's not quite double. It's almost double. Downside is you take a little bit of self-harm. You're self-inflicting wounds on yourself every time you use a skill. But that's why we got healers. So I like that set. That is going to be an end game damage set. Because that's 20% more attack. For the low price of a sliver of your soul. Alright, so that's the gear sets that this comes from this dungeon. Now, this dungeon is hard. So the first couple, you're going to blow through it, right? This dungeon is built around, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. This dungeon is built around AoE damage, and it's built around the new hero, and it's built around dots. Dots, AoE, right? There's more mechanics to that, but that's just the basic. That's the TLDR I didn't read. I was going to say TLDR I didn't read, but why don't I just say TLDR? That's the basic. So I can't beat Stage 9. Why? Because I don't have Vivian. And there's a couple teams. While I got you here, we'll show you the teams. I got the spreadsheet already kind of rolling here. Let's take a trip, okay? Let's take a trip. Let's take a little journey. Let's go over here, across the world. Okay, let's blow this up so you can see the screenshots I have gathered on teams that can beat this dungeon. Okay, here we go. Okay, so right now, these are 2 teams I've seen screenshots of that can beat level 10. Now, you see over here, this is probably the typical team. This is the team they want you to build. Charlotte's lead, which is an attack and a speed lead rolled into one. Vivian, Lancelot, and Morgan. Now, this is Wind Morgan. You see over here, they're also running a Wind Morgan. This is like the typical team. So now, Morgan is obviously going to be replaced by whoever comes next that finishes off this team. That's, we got Iwaret series Nika. Team done. We got Vivian in there, and we got Gilroy in there. So we know that there's going to be some kind of team built around dots, and Vivian's a dot healer. And then whatever Gilroy does, which he doesn't do really anything, that heal disruption, right? He increases heal disruption. I do believe he was Bull's favor. So I'm thinking Bull's favor is going to be after we finish off the Steed favor. So there's one team that can do number 10. Someone got a 6-speed attack speed ring on that new, although that is the tank set. But Morgan is in here. That can do it. That can do stage 10. And then this one, you see there is a Morgan Wind as well. But Nika, so this is more of a Serpent team. And then, since this is a Wind dungeon, you do want to bring in Flame units. Vivian is Flame. I haven't seen an offer yet to get Charlotte Flame, but it looks like Charlotte Flame is what you want to get as well. But then Anya Flame, which I do have Anya Flame. So in the interim, and I do have Iwaret Flame. So until I get a Vivian, I'm going to have to start building this team over here to farm stage 10. You see, look at the times though. 16 minutes. 16 minutes. So divide that by... you can't see that, too small. 16 minutes. So divide that by 3, and that's about a 5-minute battle. That sucks. This one over here, 9 divided by 3. So that's a 3-minute battle because you're going to run on 3 times speed, right? They did the speed calculation shift thing a couple patches ago. So I'll build this. If this team's waiting on another hero, I won't rush out to buy another selector to get Vivian and build her. I got too much stuff to build right now. We're going to talk about that when we look at my account. Thank you to the 10 plus people that are in my spreadsheet right now. But this team right here, Nika, sorry if you don't have Nika. Iwaret Flame, sorry if you don't have that. Anya Flame, sorry if you don't have that. Morgan Wind, sorry if you don't have that. But that is currently one of the 2 teams I'm seeing right now that is beating this dungeon. And so that it behooved me to show you guys that, because I'm going to make a whole separate video on this dungeon. Again, I'm going to be at my desk all day. All day. 28 minutes. I'm already here too long. I had to peer around my cup that's in front of my clock. So stage 8 is what I'm farming. This is the team that does it for me. This is a team that this team does it just fine. Why? Because we got the Lancelot doing the dots. Nika keeping everybody healed up and everything good things that Nika does. She's great. You see mine's only Chivalry 2, so she's not doing all the really special stuff for me. Clarison C8, I like it. She does that. I do have my Clarison. She used to be built for attack, but I find I get a lot more out of her in a Vigor set. Why? Because her Flame Relic is more about a support role. Oh, my voice went up there. It's more about a support role. In Flame Relic versus Ice is her damage relic, right? That's the one you want to build her out, is to hit to chunk away. But Fire, that is her more of her support. So because you want to spam the S2, which is an AoE. This is an AoE dungeon, and it also on a cooldown, gives crit damage buffs to your team, which doesn't matter because this dungeon is built to nullify crit damage. Why? Because Charlotte cannot crit. You want to build her for straight attack. This damage is built not so you can take your Bedivere in there and just raffle stomp it. They are trying to get you to build other teams, which is good. It's a good thing. I like hard dungeons. I like new mechanics. This is an anti-crit dungeon. So even though, she can crit, she has a lower chance to crit, but she's still doing that AoE, and the trick to this dungeon is you got to kill all the ads. You don't have to at the beginning, but as soon as you get up to these upper levels, you got to kill all the ads to damage the boss. You can damage the boss a little bit directly, but the majority of the damage comes from killing ads. So AoE dots are good. Dots are good. AoE plus Morgan in fire can reduce the turn meter, but eventually you're going to run wind just so you can do the defense down to kill the ads faster. Nika, best healer in the game. So this currently does 8 easily ish. So that's the team. All right, I feel like I've been speaking for 31 minutes. Yes, I know. Screw you. I'm sure there's many other good things. As I said, Vivian has been added to the summoning pool, the special summoning pool. I know they kind of fixed this. They amalgamated this little thing. So now if you click on the lockbox next to the gold, they kind of tried to amalgamate where all the shops were. So this is the clan shop, the normal clan war shop, or clan shop, clan war shop, and then the arena shop, and then building shops, which is your forge and your market, which usually you just go to this on map. But, is this necessary? Sure, okay. It's a quality of life thing, but I could take it or leave it. It's not that difficult for me to go navigate in there and find all the shops. I don't know why they just didn't add this shop to it too, this event shop. So, notice what's missing from here? Forbidden Dungeon shop used to be in here. Oh, you can't see it because my big old Canadian blockhead is in the way. So now, this is how you used to have to get... It used to be called special shops. Now it's just event shops. Now it's just your raid weekly event, raid bounty event stuff, which... I don't know. I think I might just bank these. I might just bank these and just go on a big old summoning session one day. Because now... with, you can get the relics in the events. This is kind of just, it's nice to have, but it's a little bit less relevant. And then this is the celebration shop. This is the one that's currently ongoing for the new banner, right? 20 days. So that's kind of cool. They added that little quality of life change. Again, though, where's the Forbidden Dungeon shop? Like, what did they break? They broke something. Did they add anything else different? If there's other stuff, I haven't really found it. That's because it already seems like it's a lot. So, I think we're gonna leave that there, and we're gonna just kind of talk about my account, and then I'm gonna give you the state of the game in my opinion. Let's move my noggin back up to the top. Right, so I can look down on all my goodies, all my toys. So Anya, I now have all the relics for Anya, right? Fire, which I'm going to have to build up for that dungeon. And then I got the wind one today. Thank Jeebus. One of the best relics in the game. The issue is I got a lot of wind relics to build. I got hers, which... see, I punched a bunch of books into it already. And she's not really usable until I get Vivian. But I guess I don't have a whole lot of other wind books. I got her kind of situated 5/5, 4/4. Good, done. Not going to put any more into this, even though this is what she uses when she assists. And it's, it's not big damage, but... what else did I get? Oh, yeah. Where's my Iwarit? So I did buy the selector, and I got Iwarit. Why? Because I just broke the rules. They. Very, very much needed at endgame if you want to be in a top guild. And I didn't have one, and I felt like I wasn't contributing as much as I should, given what kind of clan I'm in. So I bit the bullet, I bought a selector, and now I'm working on them. As you see, I just started putting in some ice books into Iwaret, but again, I was totally out of these. So you see, I got I've done 2 upgrades, and I got to get a bunch of these, and I know there's a package for tomes. These aren't tomes. These are talismans. I really don't want to go buy talismans, but these are hard to come by. So now this is a roundabout saying that it sucks that I got her relics because, you know, relic upgrade materials are hard to get. And I kind of I've been avoiding. It doesn't take that. If you focus on books, you can get books done fairly quickly. It's those passive upgrades. Those ones come very, very, very slowly. So you kind of want to focus farm that dungeon each day if you want to get them. But yeah, now I got wind, even though it's going to take me a while to build it. And now I got to build frickin' fire as well for that dungeon. And then Iwaret, I just started on those books. And now I got fire. Now I got to switch. Got to like pivot. And I got to start building this book instead. Which you see I have. I dumped a bunch and it all went into the middle one. But that's kind of the way the cookie crumbles, right? So now, yeah, I could put another one in here, but I won't. But I should. Because what else do I have to work on that's ice? Lancelot ice. I don't have that. So, stay on topic, Tyler. Stay on topic. So I did get the relic. I did get her fire relic and her wind relic out of the event dungeon. But I also got her to C10 by pulling on the Charlotte banner. I got 3 of them. I think I was at C7. I got 3 of them. Now she's done. My Ain is done. My Ain is a mean. Anya is a mean, bitchy-looking fairy. Attack, crit rate. So now, what is my crit rate now? 94%. Right on. Good. Cool. That's fun. I like that. Do I have an attack set for her yet? No, I do not. So like I said, that new attack set that does the 50% up attack. Oh yeah, she wants that. She wants that. She would hit so hard. So it's easy because you see I have the resist piece on the neck, which is effect resistance with effect resistance and crit rate and attack speed and attack. I like that piece. And then the chest one, effect resistance, attack speed, crit rate, right? So I like those 2 pieces. I would just need to build these ones. Now this one and this one are not that hard to get. In fact, I think I got some already. I do. This one sucks, but this one is good. This one's real good. It's real good. Let's enhance this puppy. Let's go slow. Attack is good. Crit rate is good. What are we getting? Ooh, 8% crit rate. That's nice. What are we getting? And effect resistance. Woohoo. Yep. That's hers. That is hers. Yep. Okay. That's nice. What are we losing? We're losing some effect resistance, but we're gaining a lot of crit rate. We'll have to juggle the stats in other pieces, but that's really cool. I crafted this piece, though, guys. I crafted this one. And I think I tried to craft a chest. It's got effect resistance and crit damage. But, yeah. I need to craft some boots now, and then I got to craft the hard ones. The earrings and the ring, right? I had finally got an attack counter ring with effect accuracy and effect resistance. I guess, sorry, I don't need that. Effect resistance and crit damage. So I finally got a decent ring on her, and now I got to build a whole new set for her. But she's now my highest power character in the game. I got my lot up to C8. Right? Stab to the heart. I got my lot up to C8. So now he does all the good stuff. And all the bad stuff. He does all the things. And pulling on that banner, I also got my Guinevere up to C7. I think I got 3 Anya. And I got a Guinevere. And then I got 2 Charlottes when I pulled this morning. And then I stopped. And said, okay, no more. I don't have to get that greedy. Let's save some crystals for the next banner. Let's start building up that bank so that I ensure I get the next hero. So that's what's happened there. And then I did get some enough legendary memory stones to get Iwaret started. Because there's a lot of people I got to get going. And right now, I don't really want to focus on the Hounds team. So, like I said, I got my Charlotte right here, sitting here at C1, Awakened 3. Awakened 3. Some development into her. Not the right ones on the Relic, but I got her going. But really, my focus has got to be, since I do now have my Iweret and a Ceres and a really fast Morgan and a, okay Nika, who's Awakened 5, decked out, but in her Fire Relic, but still, I'm working on her. I really got to focus on getting Iweret, Nika, and Ceres up there, because that's a team into and of itself. So, my account, a lot of development this week for a week that didn't really, not a lot going on, but really the development was all this morning. The development was pretty much all this morning. So my Ceres is behind. She's C4. You really do need her up to C9 to get all the speed benefits, because then you run her the fastest. Your Morgan can be slow, and then Nika can be just a little bit slower. And then you got your Iweret just coming behind and just smacking, but you need your Iweret up there. So I need to get her up, but I'm kind of taking them all up together, 4, 2, and 1, although I know I should just focus her until she's done, because you can build other teams. You can build like a Ceres, Morgan, Wind, Anya team that smacks. I'm looking at you, TD. So that's my count. Now let's just give a brief. Oh, what did you doing? Why did you reset? You reset this. Why did you change my profile to Arthur? Shame. For shame. For shame. It has to go back to my boy, the meanie with the crown, Lot. That is my guy. That is my guy. Why? Oh, you can't see, but it's my guy. So there we go. Back to the same. One other change, you guys, if you haven't noticed, with this whole PvP reset, your defenses were changed. Wait, let's put this back to her speed set. Okay. So you have to come back in here because this was reset. Again, you can't see me over here. This was all reset. Please, please, please get back in there. Change out your team skill order and save it, because they did reset it. So it is now, everyone will be doing their S3s. So if you're following an arena and you don't know why, that's why. State of the game. I'm actually very, very pleased with the state of the game right now. I probably spent a little bit more money than I wanted to this morning, but I think I'm still getting enough of you fine people that watch my videos, and I don't know what kind of ads they run on my channel, but you watch them, and I'm keeping up. I'm not spending more than I'm making. So I'm happy with the game. It fits. But besides everything else, it scratches that itch. I want to play it. I've been sitting at my desk here all day, basically since I woke up at 10 o'clock, after a couple hours nap. And I really wanted to get in the game, start grinding it out, and figure stuff out. New hero, dungeon event, all that stuff. So I was really looking forward to playing the game. So I still like the game. What are we? We're February, almost end of February. So I started playing in November. So November, December, January, February, 4 months. This game is what it is. It's still niche. It's still very niche. Not a big player base, but there's enough of a community right now that I'm happy. I've played niche games before. I've covered niche games before. I like the state of the game that is currently King Arthur Legends Rise. I think the developers are still developing at a good pace, not a fast pace, which is nice. Last week we had 2 banners, or the last banner was it Bedivere and Nika? No, it was the one before that, right? It was Ceres and Bedivere. I don't think they should do that again. That's going to draw people's focus away, and I know people personally that quit because they went all in Bedivere and it didn't get him. And do you need him anymore? Yes, you do. Still one of the best heroes in the game. But I think that these teams that they're kind of building, we got the Serpent team. Now you see the Steed team that they're building. You see, again, I'm doing things with my hands you can't see. They're building the Steed team, And I think that that's how this game is going to turn out, is that you're going to power creep the teams. All these heroes are going to fall into their teams. They're going to synergize really nicely. You're going to be able to plug and play other stuff like Sigrun. You can still kind of plug and play Sigrun into a Serpent's team. It's not the best team, but it's a usable team. I think that we're going to get... I don't know if they're going to get something to complement Gilroy here. He's a bull. Gawain's a bull, but there's really no synergy in the bull faction right now. It's a really weird synergy. There's really no synergy with the Hound team. There's no real synergy with the Stag team. Like Anya is Stag, and Tristan is Stag. It just doesn't mesh. It just doesn't mesh. Like we got Florentius, who's a Roman, and Sergius, who's a Roman, and they're on different factions. I don't know. Really, the only two teams right now that I see kind of fleshing themselves out is the Steed team and the Serpent team. And if that's the way they're going to go, cool. That's the way they're going to go. But I like the state of the game right now. I'm enjoying the state of the game. Lots to do this week. Lots to do. Lots of videos to make. So I'm going to end this video with one more announcement. So the content creator program. First of all, thank you to everyone that was my supporter. I'm not going to be doing anything with the content creator program anymore. So at the beginning of this month, they gave us instructions for how to get our payout. So if you're my supporter, or if you were my supporter, I supposedly got a percentage of your in-game spending. When everything was said and done, up to sometime in January, that total equaled a whopping $68 American. And to get that whopping $68 American, I had to set up a US banking account, and I had to sign up to the SWIFT program, which for me as a Canadian in my bank can't take SWIFT payments. So they were rerouting the payment through somewhere in the States, like Nebraska or somewhere, some bank. I can't remember what the bank was. I think it was I don't know what the bank was, but it would route through them to me. So I got all the paperwork filled out, submitted all the paperwork, and then I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to give you guys a laugh. I'm going to give you guys a laugh at this. Where is my email? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly what they said to me. Right down here. Let's put them on blast live. All right. So, again, it's small, but I'll read it. So, we have checked the documents you submitted. The bank information attached was received as a fillable, editable PDF file. Editable PDFs are not considered valid, so it is not possible to process the payment. When it comes to bank-related documents, only those officially issued by the bank institution are accepted. I'm going to swear here. They were fucking official bank statements. They were very fucking official. I had to get a secure, separate bank email to get those fucking documents. So, fuck you, Netmarble. Fuck you. So, I'm done with the content creator program. If you were supporting me, go support somebody else. Go support someone else. Whoa, now I'm on my YouTube page. Okay. Again, thank you if you were. I was willing to jump through those hoops. It's like, hey, yeah, a little bit more beer money. You know, another $100 a month. Because I'm Canadian, 68. American is 105. 104 Canadian. So, oh, cool, more beer money. Nice. I'll buy some old Molson, eh? But no, if they're gonna make me freaking suffer through that, fuck them. So I'm just gonna be covering the game. I'm just gonna be playing the game. I'm just gonna rely on the YouTube ad revenue, which is more than enough to keep me playing the game. It was the content creator program that made me decide to start covering it on YouTube anyway. But now I'm doing it again. I like it. So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep doing it. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up right there. The code word of the day. What a 50 minutes for this roundtable. Code word of the day is going to be suck it, Netmarble. 3 words, I guess. Suck it, Netmarble. And I'm done with the CC program. So no longer a CC program or CC person. Just me. No shilling. No shilling. So and really the rewards sucked. Like for the types of videos they had to make, they want me to make another live stream. They want me to do all this stuff about Forbidden Dungeon hard mode. Nah, for what? For 100 stamina and some gold? Nah. Go support Stu Gaming or Ivy Lee or Susie Plays. Actually, go support Susie Plays. She's full time. She just had a baby. They just got a new house. Please, if you were my supporter, go support her and support her. If you don't like her, then support who you like. But that's my recommendation. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Suck it, Netmarble in the comment section. That'll let me know you made it to the end. Don't click on the CC links in the description. I'm gonna remove them. They won't be there. But all the other good stuff is gonna be there. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you found this rant informative. The game's good. The game's good. The game's fun. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, peace. Bye-bye.